Today, we're going to be talking about E3. That's right, everyone. This is going to be the last episode of Season 1 of Toy Tat. And we're going to look at the E3 press conference and we're going to round up every single one of the conferences that I could be asked to watch. First up, Microsoft. Microsoft's press conference was okay, I guess. They showed off the Xbox One X, decided that would be a good name. It's not. Xbox One X is probably the stupidest name. Even if you just called it the Xbox, you could have just called it the Xbox. Then you would have Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One S, and the Xbox. Or the Xbox, however you want to pronounce the. But they didn't do that. So there's 3 X's now instead of 2, which I don't know if they're trying to have that as some kind of symbolism of they've now got even more power because there's more X's, you know, triple X, like that movie, XXX, whatever the fuck that's called. We also have Forza and all those things. They showed off Metro, you know, all nice games. Forza was just an advert for Porsche, so that's nice. It's nice of them to do that. Fuck, they don't need to fucking show off the system. They just need to show people they're getting funded from Porsche. That's all that matters. Outside of that, there was just a lot of third-party games. I play PlayStation personally, so conference was pretty dull for me. It was like I could just, if Sony wanted to do that, they could just show all those games too because they're all multi-platform. That's pretty much the Microsoft conference. Not really much else to say, to be honest. The Bethesda conference. Oh dear. Bethesda, I think, have forgotten that we're in 2017 and not 2011 because they haven't remembered that Skyrim has been out for 6 years now, and therefore all we got was loads of shit about Skyrim. All Skyrim's, you know, got a new VR mode. Fallout 4's got a new VR mode. That's a 2-year-old game now. I don't understand their philosophy here. And then everything that was new and interesting, they just showed fucking CG trailers for. Resident Evil basically is Resident Evil. Evil Within 2, that was just a pre-rendered CG cutscene. That was lovely to watch. You had the Quake game again, just another cutscene. That wasn't even gameplay. I don't understand Bethesda's conference. I mean, and they had that creation zone thing. I'm sure PC players are ecstatic about the fact that you now have to pay for your mods. So have a fun time with that. Next we move on to Ubisoft's conference. Oh dear! Like, I know Ubisoft probably, in terms of their games, had maybe one of the better ones. You know, we saw Dead or Alive. Yeah, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Boot Ball 4. Good versus Evil 2. That was, for all the people who were fucking looking for that, I'm sure that was a great one for them. They had that fucking dance bit, Just Dance I think it was, where they were all just fucking, we had like Mortal Kombat people and all these fucking kawaii Japanese little girls and some fucking big ass panda dancing, and I was like, this is the cringe. Like, I've never seen cringe spammed so many times in the chat than what you do during a Ubisoft conference. It is like cringe central, and it's amazing. My voice is dying. Oh. If you also wanted to know, hay fever's still not fucking gone anywhere, so those fidget spinners really haven't fucking done anything. Fucking cure me, you cunt! The Sony one. It's alright. They showed a lot of games, like they did in previous E3s recently. They've kind of got a formula down now. It's just hammer out through these games and, you know, show all these cool ideas off. The issue is they didn't have anything that I was interested in. And it was, a lot of it was just, here's some expansion packs for games that we've already seen and that are already out and you can already play. So I don't really see what their strength was there. Spider-Man looked cool. That was the Sony conference pretty much, just a load of DLC announcements. They showed off a little bit of Call of Duty, which I was surprised there wasn't more Call of Duty. It was pretty much just a trailer, so that was very odd to me, but what are you going to do? EA's conference, which had Star Wars Battlefront 2, which looks amazing. Anyone who disputes that and says that it looks like, you know, just looks like they've added more content to the first one. They have, let's be honest. It's a $60 or £50 expansion pack that they're selling as a brand new game. I don't think they're doing the original trilogy stuff because they've already done that in the first game, so there is reason to still be playing the first game. However, the problem is they had that, probably the best game of the show, the entire show, unless you're a Beyond Good and Evil fan, at which point that would be the best showing at the conference. Everything else was just Madden and FIFA, and I don't understand. Madden and FIFA to me are the same as what Bethesda do with Skyrim. The first one came out in like the 90s. I think it was 95 or 96 for FIFA. They perfected the game in about 2011, and then it's been the same game since. And I know many people are probably like, oh my god, I can't believe you just said that FIFA's amazing. It's not. FIFA is, again, a £50 expansion pack each year, because all they're doing is they're changing player t-shirts and they're changing what player goes in what team. And that's it. That's all they're doing each year. And people buy it. Like, I don't understand why people buy it. So yeah, that's my E3 roundup altogether. If you want to know each individual score, we'll do an out of 10 rating for each of the press conferences. EA's gets probably around a 6 for me, and that's all based off of Battlefront 2. That's all based off of Battlefront 2. Ubisoft gets a 4, personally, because I wasn't interested in Beyond Good and Evil 2, and nothing sticks out to me right now as a game that I saw at their conference that I was like, oh shit, you know, I've got to fucking go out and buy that. They had that Skull and Bones game, which literally looks like they've cut Assassin's Creed Black Flags, shit battles sections, pirating sections out, and they've just made it into an online multiplayer only game. So I'm sure that'll be ripe for microtransactions. And Sony's probably gets a 5, because all they showed was, probably actually gets a 4, because they didn't really show anything. They didn't show anything. They showed Days Gone, which looks great, but nothing else really. It's a bit of shit really. Alright everyone, so that was my E3 roundup. Like I said, Toy Tat is at the end of its season now. I thought I'd better do an E3 roundup at the end of the conference. I know it's been a week since the actual conference stuff happened, but there we go. Look forward to a new series starting next Friday. Let's just say it'll be in a very similar format, but we'll be looking at some different things. Instead of toys, we'll be doing a bit of a different kind of skit. Come back next time, where we literally review something else.